What a goof. Let's listen to this shit. Boy, she looking rough. Black and white ain't going to make you look no better, honey. It makes you look worse. That's why they film shit in black and white, because it shows more reality than color does.
So if everyone will just stand by, I'm going to leave this on. You won't see a picture other than I'm going to put the poster on here. But thanks, everyone, for standing by. Okay, thank you.
All right, first of all, let's talk about your cornballery. All right. I mean, you know what I'm going to say. Just take a look at the color combination. That should say it all. And then the one eye showing. And then the cat.
Hello, Kerry. Simon here.
Hi, Simon. Well, glad to get you at least on a landline here.
Yes, because the ETs blocked his Wi-Fi, I guess. This is what the story is, so let's continue. It's very believable.
Very sorry to hear that you have had some problems. We are live, as you may...
Remember what these colors are associated with. Remember, I told you. He'll slip up and say it in a minute.
No?
Yeah.
And sorry, everyone, that we won't have a video picture. I'm going to check with the chat and make sure they can hear us. So if hold on one second here. Okay, yes, it looks like we're being heard. So that's just great. So sorry, everyone, again for the delay as well. But here we are. We do have Simon Parks, and thank you, Simon, for going to the trouble. I'd love to hear what it is has happened in the last, few hours, I'm assuming.
Kerry, somebody really didn't want this interview to go ahead, I think. I've had, various problems as we all do, but today, literally, I have my computer fixed into my television screen, and this time...
Okay, so he has his computer fixed into his television screen. Why don't you have your computer hooked into your computer screen? I don't know. I was just having this epiphany that if we made a computer and we made a smaller TV screen and we hooked it to the computer and we sat it on top of a desk, we could call it a desktop. And if we could carry it around and then sit at a chair and rest it on our laps, we could call it a laptop. But that's stuff for the future. That's just wishful thinking.
I'm only getting a black screen, nothing from the computer at all.
So he's getting nothing from his computer at all. He's just getting a black screen. I don't know. I'd check to see if the electric cord's plugged in, or have you turned it on?
So I had to go and buy a laptop, try and set that up.
So he had to go and buy a laptop because he's getting nothing at all from his computer or the screen. Now, when you turn the computer on, the screen reciprocates because it's plugged into the computer. So it's probably your computer, not your TV, you dope.
It's just one problem after another. So
it's one problem after another. Ugh, I know it. These computers, I mean, what the fuck? You got to plug them in these days? What next? They're going to expect you to pay your bills?
Literally, without working Skype.
Without working Skype. Imagine that. No Skype with the computer not working.
So it's been hellish for the...
Listen to what he's just said. He said it's been hellish. That's what these colors represent.
Last 5 hours. So I'm really...
And then she chimes in and laughs. This is a big con game, folks. I'm telling you. It's a big con games. There's no aliens coming to visit you. Whatever, the fallen angels, whatever they are, have been here since before we ever got here. Okay? They're a different creation than us. We're a different creation we're just a different creation. Let me just leave it at that. All of this is trying to pull you in different directions. Remember I told you about getting magnetized or polarized to different things? You do that through your beliefs. That's what all of this bullshit is. That's what all of this crap is. And the guy told you, yeah, he does, yeah, because where he's at is the real darkness, the real hell. That's where this shit is coming from. The colors don't lie. The reason they don't lie is because whatever this is, when it gets filtered down into the computer digital matrix that shows up onto your screen, it's a code. It has to play out the code. It doesn't matter what your thoughts on it are. So if it's pertaining to a specific thing, just like writing a code, it has to show itself. There's only one way to write the number 3. There's only one way to write the number 3. You can come up with all kinds of different ways to show number 3, but you can only write number 3 one way. It's the same thing with this code. If it's affiliated with that particular thing, hell, or hell being hot and atomic and all that, it's going to show itself the same way every time. Why did she laugh after he said hell? Because she knows it's all a goof. It's all a fucking goof. That's why she laughed. I mean, why wouldn't she go, oh, that sucks? No, she laughed because she's part of this. She's part of this fucking treachery that's been played upon mankind. The good thing about it is that it says that in the end times, all things shall be revealed. Meaning, if you pay attention, you'll be able to see it for what it is. So you're getting to see it for what it is. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But silliness.
Because you put out your newsletter, and in theory, we're going to be talking about that. I thought it was quite an excellent newsletter, very interesting information, needless to say.
Yes, the alien stopped his computer from working, but they allowed him to put out a newsletter.
But since it's already out there in writing, it's fascinating that they don't want this kind of a sort of venue to happen.
Yes, I mean, you can expect we all get technical problems, and one or two things go wrong. But this has just been an absolute avalanche of issues to literally hold us up.
Yeah, to hold us up. Who's us? Us is Legion. The fallen. The heroes, the heroes, the icons. What's an icon? It's like saying I'm bullshitting. I'm conning you. Icon. I'm conning you.
Because this is the major interview today I was doing. And I think it's the subject matter. I think because you're well known for staff, and the subject matter particularly is incredibly sensitive. I'm talking about the Putin stuff. I know from other things that have happened that some elite groups are very unhappy about this topic. So I'm sure that's what's done it.
What is it that this guy could possibly be putting out that the elite groups would be unhappy about? Let's see. They're tied into the whole Saturnian thing. That pretty much covers everything underneath of it, because there's nothing bigger than that here because of where the place that we reside. Well, what could it possibly be? I mean, the shit is woven into the food that you eat, the clothes you wear, the logos on the cars you drive, the money you fucking handle every day, the wording in your law system, in your school system. I mean, what else could it possibly be? What could be greater than that as a fucking reality in your face than that? It's in our the face of Hammurabi is fucking carved on the side of the U.S. Supreme Court. Capitol Hill is named after Capitol Line Hill, which is the temple of money that was dedicated to Saturn in Rome. What the fuck? What else could it possibly be that Kerry Cassidy and friends are about to unleash on the human race and wow everybody with? When the truth of it is, you've been living in the whole fucking deception your entire fucking life, and nobody was even fucking deceiving you. Nobody was deceiving you. Nobody was hiding this shit. You just didn't look. So what is it that you're going to show us that's been hidden? Look, there's a hexagon on the North Pole of Saturn. There's a hexagon in the center of a snowflake. In chemistry, they draw little hexagons because they're called building blocks, which are cubes, which is the same cube that's in the fucking UN prayer room. And it's the same fucking square you wear on your head when you graduate from college. What is it that Carrie Cassidy could possibly unleash upon the human experience that's going to floor us? And the answer is nothing. It's just one more layer of bullshit to keep you from looking what the fact of the reality of this, what this place is. You stupid, silly sod.